We've had a long-standing partnership with SECO International that run a very successful, huge conference for sort of 7,000 or 8,000 or 9,000 delegates in Atlanta in the USA. And we've worked in partnership on education events for many years. What we decided to do was put together a specialist event in London and start developing that as a co-partnership. And therefore we ran London 2012 last year. And that was a therapeutics specialising 2-day seminar. Because of the success of that, we've run it again this year. We've got something like 60% more delegates, the room is packed, and we've got a number of international optometrists from as far afield as America, Canada and Russia. This year we've managed to cover all of the IP competencies for UK IP specialist optometrists, and we've also included specialist peer review for them. We've also got general optometry points for other optometrists from the UK.
You know, it's been an incredible exchange with British colleagues to see how much progress has been made in the profession here.
It's really, really nice, as I say, to have our American colleagues over here and for AOP to be working with SECO to actually produce the education. It improves relationships with our colleagues.
This meeting is great to see the differences in UK optometry versus the US optometry.
We've got some great speakers this year. We've had Dr. Christine Perslow coming and talking about dry eye, Gus Gazzard from Moorfields who's been talking about glaucoma. We've got Teffy James coming in talking about meibomian gland dysfunction, and we also have Dr. Paula Jamian who's come over from the States talking about a range of issues.
I think the programme's been excellent. It really has been pretty well organised. We've covered most topics that we get involved with in our everyday practice, and a new slant on different topics. I mean, yesterday the dry eye one was really excellent. You know, you think it's probably going to be a dry subject, but in actual fact it was very informative and very up to date.
I enjoyed the glaucoma session on angle closure with Gus Gazzard. That was really interesting, some interesting ideas that he's putting forward. And the peer review was actually very interesting as a first-time event for me. So interesting to see. The thing that I think came home most of all about from the peer review was how varied people's experience of the way optometry is practiced in the UK.
The peer review was actually very interesting. It's nice to get other people's opinions on management, not just from the UK but from the US as well.
Peer review is new to me. I've never been in a setting like this before, but it's been enjoyable. I think it's a good thing and I would look for it again.
Peer review is really amazing, and it's a format that we very well might adopt, because when we do a grand rounds program, sometimes it's very one-sided with a speaker or two giving their idea of the grand rounds but not getting true audience feedback. And it seems like there's no hesitation on the part of these individual groups broken up into each of their tables to really launch into a discussion about the diagnosis and management of these diseases that we've presented them with. So it's very exciting.
This meeting has become a wonderful meeting, and we look forward to great partnerships and friendships with the AOP group and our working together in the US and the UK.